was a situation in terms of last week where two contractors, one who was actually
one Civstruck and the other one Envirotech.
Yeah, is any word in terms of that?
I have sent back that to the board for its consideration on the issue.
Okay, when you expect to get any word?
Well, pretty shortly. I would expect within a few days' time I will have an understanding of it. But I do have an understanding, but I've sent it back to the board for its consideration.
Okay. There's an ongoing situation with the seater from the Tunapuna. Well, formerly
yes, the court has ordered a stay of the transfer, and therefore I believe she stays within the Tunapuna Hindu School.
But we have the situation.
But now it's vacation period, so I don't know in terms of what's the relationship between the principals and in the vacation period. But once I believe the court matter is being heard this week, and we await deliberations on that. At this moment, the Teaching Service Commission and the Ministry of Education, our hands are tied because of the judicial aspect of it.
All right, what's one more question? We have the situation with the co-inquiry where Lawrence Balak is saying that he's refusing to testify because he said he met with you and he wants to have funding for the teachers for that school. What is the situation in terms of that?
Yes, I have, as I promised them, that I would have taken a note to Cabinet. And Cabinet referred to the Finance General Purpose Committee, and I was advised to do a few things from the Finance and General Purpose Committee and bring back a note to Cabinet. The Permanent Secretary is in the process of providing this Cabinet note, which will go back subsequently for its deliberation on it.
And this clarification of what the first phase?
Sorry?
The cost of the first phase of the...
First phase? The entire phase 1 and phase 2 I think is approximately 31 million. Far less than the 40 million that was being spent in the past. This first phase I think is about 13 or 14 million. Yeah.
So what are you going to do with this?
Yeah, we definitely will bring the Environmental Management Agency and they will have to deal with that. This is unacceptable. I understand that dug a drain this morning. They must have unearthed a number of undesirable noxious agents, and therefore we definitely be working on it with effect from tomorrow. I'm going to make a call to the Environmental Management Agency to deal with this thing for us. I believe they can have it under control. Yeah.
Even with the chicken farm close by?
But that's a chicken farm. That is, I think it is coming from the chicken farm. Yeah.
So not necessarily the drain per se?
No. But the drain would have probably unearthed a number of noxious agents.
It's suggested that is in fact the sewer system for the Maloney housing development that is the problem.
I am not sure about that. This is something new that I am being told. We'll have to investigate that as well, if that is so. But I don't know whether Maloney sewer system is in relation to here. This is coming from the east to the west, obviously. Yeah.
Will the school be opening after when the Easter vacation is over? What is the school expected to do?
No, they're looking for the school opening in September. So the Ministry of Education is going to work with the spiritual Shouter Baptiste community and work towards an opening in early September, while phase 2 is being constructed, and we expect phase 2 to finish. It is scheduled for July, but we believe that we might complete it before July.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does anticipate you wouldn't want this issue or this situation to be existent when the school starts, children?
Oh no, not at all. This is unbearable for us as adults, far less for the children. So this is unacceptable. We'll have to do something about it, and the Environmental Management Agency will be called into play very early.
Just a quick question. If you had answered before, forgive me. I just came in.
That's all right.
Concerning the Newsday story today and that
about the two children with the rope and so on.
Yes, sir.
It's now police matter, but I've had a report. There has been some incidents of bullying in the school with these two students. But it is now a matter before the police, and therefore the minister will not be able to make any further statements on it. But this is unacceptable, and we are moving expeditiously in terms of preventing bullying and dealing with the bullying in school. I just returned with a number of my university, the University of the West Indies colleagues from a meeting in Ohio where we looked at the whole thing of conflict management and conflict resolution and anti-bullying techniques within schools. And we will, in fact, I have spoken to all the principals of both primary and secondary schools on the matter already, and there are certain basic things. We're also strengthening the guidance unit. Are we bringing in more behavioral, clinical, and educational psychologists within the school system?
Minister, it's been 14 years in the making for the school. I mean, how significant is this for the Baptiste?
Question about the significance of the opening of the school.
Well, as the Prime Minister indicated, they're waiting from since 1996 and 1998. So it's more than, I think, 16 years now. And they feel exhilarated, they feel happy, they feel they're celebrating this. But you see, they have also asked for a secondary school as well. This school, as it is at the moment, can hold about 240. We're looking to the phase 2 to bring it to about 400. And we would see what needs to be done again in terms of whether we are bringing more accommodation than we need. But then we have a flyover from, not a flyover, a walkover from the other side of the highway to this side. And the Prime Minister has asked me to indicate to the Minister of Works that we would want to have this done. So I will ask my colleague, Minister Warner, to see as quickly as possible how we can provide this.
Minister, as a senior cabinet member, what are your thoughts in terms of the current issues affecting the People's Partnership?
Yeah, shed any light at all?
I think the People's Partnership is strong, and as in all organizations, we must agree to disagree, but there are solutions to our disagreement. And I believe in the principle of you first seek to understand and then to be understood, and we synergize. I believe in the principles of Stephen Covey, and I believe our members of the different parties are senior enough to resolve the issues, and I trust that the issues will be resolved. There's no question the People Partnership is extremely strong, and I will continue to do my part because I've been there for 18 years, the Prime Minister has been there for umpteen years, and other members of the partnership will ensure that we continue as a strong performing government. There are little hiccups from time to time, but it is understood that people will feel unhappy about certain things. But it's a normal organizational type of issue, and we will work with it and make sure that the people of this country, their hopes and aspirations will never be daunted.
One final question. Some people are thinking that seeing that the issues, some people are saying that the issues are trivial issues. Just the mayorship of San Fernando and the fact that money should be removed. Know that there was a meeting last night that took over 4 hours and it has to continue till Monday. How do you appease people who may feel that this situation may be the camel, the straw that breaks the camel?
Well, I wouldn't want to comment on that because the leaders of the 5 different parties would have understood amongst themselves the reason for wanting to go to Monday, and therefore I wouldn't want to make any comment because of the fact I don't know what really transpired, and I'm sure you will agree with me on that. Right. Thank you all very much.
All right.